Good evening, everyone. I'm Jovita Moore.
I'm Justin Farmer. And the former DeKalb Police Assistant Chief is responding to allegations against her in a grand jury report. Here new at 6, Channel 2 investigative reporter Mark Winnie live at police headquarters. Annette Williams says the public safety director temporarily halted public corruption investigations.
And of course, this report came out several weeks ago, but Annette Williams tells us now that before she retired from DeKalb Police, the new chief demoted her from assistant chief to captain. And, you know, she says she has no complaints about that he said it was about leadership style. This story, she suggests, is about another issue that bothers her still.
It's bothered me that my reputation's been, or my integrity being called into question here.
One time, DeKalb Police Assistant Chief Annette Williams says one purpose of her interview.
This is not a pity party for me.
Is to respond to a special purpose grand jury report.
I have not been involved in any corruption. I never been even asked. I never been instructed to stop an investigation based on who was involved.
The grand jury linked now former Public Safety Director William Miller to stopping an investigation into the Department of Watershed Management involving county officials.
I wasn't even familiar with any county official involved.
It refers to conflicting testimony by Miller and Ms. Williams, then known as Annette Lane-Woodard. Quote, "We are forced to conclude that Director Miller and Deputy Chief Lane-Woodard either perjured themselves or are abjectly incompetent."
I told the truth, and the truth remains the same.
Are you competent?
Certainly I am.
By phone, Miller told us he's done nothing wrong and would never cover up corruption. Quote, "I have never ever obstructed an investigation," he said, adding, "or issued an illegal order."
Wiz Miller told me that we were not going to be investigating in public corruption cases anymore.
Ms. Williams says when Miller told her he was putting an end to political corruption investigations by the department, he told her DeKalb Police would send officers over to a corruption task force at the DA's office, though with the possible exception of one officer, that never happened.
If I had to do it over again, maybe I should have questioned it even more.
She acknowledged concerns she expressed to Miller about whether police investigators were overzealous may have precipitated his decision.
Wiz Miller has never asked me, never instructed me to do anything wrong.
And she was adamant about that. Ms. Williams says before Miller's decision, she, Miller, and others discussed their concerns with members of the DA's corruption staff. Now, Miller told us that investigations of top county officials would best be handled by an independent agency that does not report to them, like the DA's office, GBI, or FBI. Reporting live outside DeKalb Police headquarters, Mark Winnie, Channel 2 Action News.
More details now. Former Public Safety Director Wiz Miller suggests he may have made this decision to halt corruption probes by the PD, but would have made it in consultation with top police officials. He maintains the watershed management investigation stopped because it was done based on reports from ranking police officials.